The tiny bacteria hiding between your teeth, the ones you don't think twice about, might be connected to one of the most devastating brain diseases on the planet, Alzheimer's. A groundbreaking study just revealed something shocking. Traces of gum disease bacteria were found in the brains of Alzheimer's patients. And now, scientists are racing to uncover how something in your mouth might be silently attacking your mind. This discovery? It's flipping decades of brain research on its head, and it might just change how we fight Alzheimer's forever. Alzheimer's, a mystery unraveling. For decades, Alzheimer's has been one of medicine's greatest puzzles, a relentless thief of memory, identity, and independence. But what if a piece of the answer has been hiding in plain sight? Inside your mouth. Today, we dive into the emerging science that's connecting oral bacteria, specifically the kind that causes gum disease, to the development of Alzheimer's disease. It's a link that could reshape how we think about brain health and how we protect it. Because the fight against Alzheimer's might just start with your toothbrush. Alzheimer's isn't just a memory problem, it's a growing public health crisis. Right now, over 6 million people in the US are living with it. And experts warn that number could triple in the coming decades. We've poured years into research, searching for answers in the brain. But the cure still eludes us. That's why scientists are starting to look elsewhere, into places we've never thought to check. And one surprising suspect? Your mouth. Yes, something as routine as oral hygiene might hold a hidden connection to one of the most devastating diseases of our time. Could gum disease and poor dental care really be part of the Alzheimer's puzzle? New research says. Maybe. And if it's true, it could change everything. The mouth-brain connection they never taught us about. Here's where things get really interesting, and honestly, a little unsettling. For years, scientists focused on the brain when studying Alzheimer's. Plaques, tangles, genetics, that's where the research lived. But recently, a group of researchers asked a bold question. What if the problem starts outside the brain? Maybe even in the mouth? Enter Porphyromonas gingivalis, a nasty little bacteria best known for causing gum disease. It's the main villain behind chronic periodontitis, a condition millions of people have without even realizing it. Bleeding gums, persistent bad breath, gum recession? That's P. gingivalis at work. But here's the twist, this bacterium isn't just staying in the mouth. Scientists have found it in the brain tissue of deceased Alzheimer's patients. That's right, mouth bacteria, in the brain. How does it get there? Researchers believe P. gingivalis can enter the bloodstream through inflamed or bleeding gums. From there, it can cross the blood-brain barrier, the brain's natural defense system, or even travel via cranial nerves that link the jaw and brain. Once inside the brain, it doesn't just sit quietly. It releases gingipains, toxic proteins that damage nerve cells and set off a cascade of chronic inflammation. This inflammation is the same kind seen in Alzheimer's, and it may help explain how the brain starts to break down. One pivotal study, published in Science Advances, infected mice with P. gingivalis. Over time, these mice began to show Alzheimer's-like symptoms, particularly memory loss and neuron damage. Even more shocking? When researchers used drugs to block gingipains, it reduced the brain damage in these animals. This doesn't mean P. gingivalis is the only cause of Alzheimer's, but it could be a major piece of the puzzle. It suggests that chronic infections and poor oral health may contribute to the disease in ways we're only just beginning to understand. The idea that brushing and flossing might protect not just your teeth, but your brain, is a game changer. It pushes us to think beyond traditional causes, and to recognize that the brain is more connected to the rest of the body than we ever imagined. The moment everything clicks. Here's where the science turns into something truly shocking. A biotech firm digging deeper into Alzheimer's examined brain tissue from patients, and what they found left researchers stunned. In 96% of the Alzheimer's brains they studied, they detected gingipains, those same toxic enzymes released by Porphyromonas gingivalis, the gum disease bacteria. That's not a coincidence. That's a pattern, one too consistent to ignore. But it gets even more compelling. In animal trials, scientists use special compounds to neutralize the gingipains. The result? Brain inflammation went down. Memory function improved. The damage was, in some cases, reversible. Let that sink in. By targeting a mouth bacteria, researchers were able to reduce key symptoms of Alzheimer's in the lab. We're not just talking about cavities or gum recession anymore. We're talking about the potential to prevent, or even slow, a devastating brain disease by treating what's happening in the mouth. That's not just a breakthrough. That's a paradigm shift. And if it holds up in further human trials, it could change the way we think about Alzheimer's forever. Let's bring it all together. We now know that something as seemingly harmless as gum disease could have serious consequences beyond our mouths. Bacteria like Porphyromonas gingivalis can travel to the brain, trigger inflammation, and potentially contribute to the destruction of neurons linked to Alzheimer's disease. It sounds wild, but science is showing us that the mouth and brain are deeply connected, more than we ever realized. So what does this mean for us? It means that your toothbrush isn't just protecting your teeth, it might be protecting your mind. Daily brushing, flossing, and regular dental checkups aren't just routine hygiene, they can be one of the most accessible tools we have to support long-term brain health. So the next time you're tempted to skip brushing before bed, remember, it's not just about fresh breath. It might be your first line of defense against cognitive decline. Stay sharp. Stay clean. Stay curious. Your turn, let's talk about it. What do you think? Could something as simple as better dental care actually help protect your brain? Drop your thoughts in the comments, we'd love to hear your take. If you're passionate about uncovering hidden health truths and mind-blowing connections like this one, make sure to like, subscribe, and check out our next video on the surprising gut-brain connection. It might just change the way you think about your body. Because your health journey? It just got a whole lot more mouth-focused.